Hi, this is Barbara Hofmeister from the To Be Network, speaking from Germany, and as you can see, it's snowing. Happy New Year! Yes, today is the 1st of January 2011. We're just going into the new year. So, what is 2011 going to be like for you? Do you know? Have you made a plan? Have you created a vision? I talked about that yesterday. Watch that video. A vision is all important. It all starts with that. Well, most of us, or many of us, make New Year resolutions that we set on the 31st at night, mostly when we're partying, midnight, we set those resolutions. At least here in Germany, that's what we do. And by the 15th, 20th of January, most of them are forgotten. Why is that? Because we are not clear. It's just I'm going to lose weight in this year. I'm going to exercise more than I did before. I will make more money. Hey, that's all great, but how much more money? If I give you $1, would that be the end of the goal for 2011? Would you be happy with that? I am sure you wouldn't be, but that's what you asked for more money. And if I give you something, you got more than you had before, right? So be specific with that. Be very clear, crystal clear. This is why I asked you first to make a vision for the coming year, for this new year now. And then start to break it down into SMART goals. What does SMART stand for? The S stands for specific. I just talked about that. Be specific. What it is you really want. And why do you want it? The why is very important. Jim Rohn always said, if the why is strong enough, the how becomes easy. So you want to make it easy for yourself and have a strong why, a reason why you want to achieve a certain goal. More money, for instance. For most of us, that gives freedom and allows us a different lifestyle. For instance, I would like to fly first class. I'm tired of flying second class. I'm getting on in years now, and I want the comfort. But transcontinental first class flights are outrageously expensive. And this is one of the reasons why I want to make more money, but quite a bit more actually. That's the plan for this year. Another reason is because I want to give more to certain people. I'm very involved with children's organizations, and I want to be able to help more than I have been able to in the past. That turns me on. You know, that makes me work just that little bit harder and set those goals a little bit clearer. So, SMART goals. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. You know, it's measurable. If I make 10,000 a month more, I can fly to the States first class. That is measurable, right? So make it something that you can measure so you can see that you are actually getting there, that you are walking in the right direction. A stands for action-oriented. Very important. Most of us would like to sit on our sofas and have it come to us. It doesn't happen like that. It has to be action-oriented, okay? SMART. The R stands for realistic. But with realistic, I don't mean that, you know, should not stretch yourself, that you should not set goals that are beyond your present ability and your present reach. No. On the contrary, I want you to think big. Set big goals, but set them in a smart way. For instance, if I would say at my age that I want to become the best tennis player in the world, but I've never played tennis, highly, highly, highly unlikely that at my age I'm ever going to get there, right? Started too late, so that's unrealistic. So do something that you can do. Even so, you need to push and you need to stretch and you need to do a little more than you've done in the past, right? And T stands for time bound. Set a goal for a specific timeline. I had said some years ago, I set the goal for 2011. One of my goals was to speak in front of 50,000 people. Can you imagine? 50,000 people. You can hear that. I'm excited about that. Well, a few months ago, and I think it was in September or August, I was thinking about that and I thought, the year 2010 is coming to a close. We're getting to the last quarter. And I've set that goal for 2011, second half. And I thought, nothing much happening in that direction. And I was a bit worried is the wrong word, but I was thinking about it quite a bit because it didn't look very realistic in such a short time period. And about a week or 10 days later, I get an email by the organizers of the Festival of Enlightenment. And I want you to check that up, festivalofenlightenment.com. And they asked me to speak at the festival. And I checked the website, festivalofenlightenment.com. And what did I see there? What's their goal? How many people do they want at the festival? 50,000! What do you think I did when I realized that? They asked me to speak, we agreed, and I found the 50,000. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah, time to celebrate. This is how things happen. But you've got to set a certain time for it to happen. And then move in that direction. Use those SMART goals and move. Take a step and another step. And please, when you feel overwhelmed, break it down into small, achievable steps. Small steps, not massive, big things. You can't go from zero to hero overnight. But you can go from speaking in front, like in my case, in front of 100, 500, 1,000 people to 50,000. Yes, because you've done that work for years and you've been walking in that direction. So set SMART goals. S, specific. M, measurable. A, action-oriented. R, realistic. And T, time-bound. And I'm going to go inside because I'm getting wet. And I wish you a happy, prosperous, abundant, joyful, incredible 2011. Make it happen. It's in your hands. Right? This is Barbara Hofmeister from the To Be Network. Bye-bye and Happy New Year.